Hi, I'm Jenny from the Sunshine Coast Chamber Alliance, and today I'm sitting talking to Kylie Radford, who's a small business financial counsellor with Small Business Financial Counselling Service. Now, they've recently expanded into the Sunshine Coast as a result of COVID-19, and they're now delivering a program here on the Sunshine Coast. Kylie, maybe elaborate on that a little bit more about what the program's all about for us?
Sure, thanks Jen. Thanks for having me today. A little bit of background. Rural Solutions Queensland has been operating since 1998, operating in southern Queensland, offering services to farmers. Then in 2006 we were able to secure further funding from the government, both state and federal, to support a program for small businesses and offer rural financial counselling to farmers and businesses. Then in 2019 we were able to extend that to small businesses with further funding, which has been fantastic. And then earlier this year, further funding's been available to support COVID, businesses affected by COVID. Essentially we support businesses and farmers in southern Queensland who've been impacted by bushfire and drought, and then of course COVID. We offer free, impartial and confidential support and help to small businesses right throughout the southern Queensland.
So speaking of small businesses, say here on the Sunshine Coast, who is eligible to actually contact you for help and counselling?
Yeah, sure. Well, luckily our eligibility criteria is quite broad. So if you have been impacted by COVID, you live in a drought affected or bushfire affected area, you've got less than 200 employees, happy days, you are eligible for our free services.
So on the Sunshine Coast, what sorts of things have you helped clients with?
Sure. Well, my role's particularly new. I started in May, but since then I've been able to assist tenants and landlords negotiate rent relief packages. That's been quite an important and prominent issue at the moment on the Sunshine Coast. Also been able to, which has been wonderful, help businesses access grants successfully, and other small businesses have been in contact with, just assisting them with the usual small business issues in their finances.
And would someone suffering or enduring financial distress contact you before they would contact their accountant, or should they contact their accountant first? How does that work?
Sure. We always encourage people to be in contact with their accountant. They're the ones, giving them their financial reporting. We work with the clients, small businesses, really to understand that reporting that they're receiving from their accountants, and we try to develop a holistic approach to their business planning. We don't offer advice. We support and help businesses really make the decisions themselves, so they feel more focused on their business and more in control.
So how is that different to, say, a mentoring program?
Sure. Well, let me start by saying mentoring and our services are probably the same in that we both help support small businesses. Essentially, we are facilitators, I guess, and we're helping a small business make the decisions themselves and move towards a long-term plan.
Okay, and speaking of what the services you provide here on the Sunshine Coast, we're a pretty big region. Where does your area of coverage extend to?
Sure. Well, we've got someone based in Gympie. I'm here on the Sunshine Coast. We've got 2 people in Brisbane. For me, my area extends from Noosa right through, down to Pelican Waters, and then to the west, Maleny, out to Esk, and I've been in Imbil and Kin this week as well.
Wow.
Big area. We get to meet a lot of people, and Imbil actually was flourishing when I was there, which was a really encouraging sign.
It's great to hear that, isn't it? We hear the word financial distress, and that might mean different things to different people.
Sure.
Can you explain in your world what financial distress is? If someone's here now watching you and I having a chat, and they're going, that might apply to me, could you give me maybe some examples of what people might identify as financial distress?
Sure. If you can't pay your bills, the creditors are contacting you, the phone's ringing off the hook, you're not meeting your debts with the bank or other finance companies, it's very stressful, and calling us is the first step in making a plan forward and out of that feeling a sense of relief.
And do you find that when people finally pick the phone up, I think I can imagine that for a lot of people that's a really hard position to be in, and having someone to talk to and being able to pick the phone up and talk to someone who's going to treat it confidentially and is going to be impartial, that you can just offload to, that must be hugely a big step for them.
Absolutely, it is a big step, and it's always terrifying to take that first step. But once you do make that phone call to us, we'll help you, we'll support you, and we'll help make plans that are going to get you out of this, terrible situation that's impacted everyone at the moment.
So, because we all know that doing nothing is not going to fix the problem if you're in financial distress.
That's true, but doing nothing, we always say, in itself is a decision that you make. But we encourage people to look beyond that, and just pick up the phone, make that call, and it'll be just a huge weight off your shoulders.
Because it's not going to go away, the problem is it's only going to get worse.
That's right, yes.
Yeah. So great, Kylie. How do people then, now that are sitting here watching this, maybe going, it's time to pick the phone up, I'm going to do something, I'm going to call Kylie and have a chat to her about doing something about my problem. How do they get in touch with you?
Sure. My mobile number, I can give to you the Chamber Alliance to certainly hand out, but in the meantime, please call 1300 732 777 or our website, rfcssq.org.au.
Fantastic. All right, so if you're watching now and you need some help, Kylie's available at 1300 732 777. Pick the phone up. Don't sit there wondering what you should do. Give Kylie a call. Kylie, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Not at all. Thanks for your time, Jen. Appreciate it.